Good morning. Hello. How is everybody? I had a really good tidy up in my room because it was looking like a hurricane had been through it. It's not so bad now, but I've been working in it and doing some projects, so it's a little bit scruffy. So I just got a few bits out to do. I was making a couple of birthday presents, makeup bags for friends. And I wanted to use this fabric and this, so I put them both together. And the idea is that it would be sort of a two-tone bag. Now I've got a lot of this fabric, so I did think that I would be able to make some and sell them. Mistake number one was I did the quilting the wrong way. It should have been that way. And this fabric has a one-way stretch, so it stretches one way and not the other. So I've made a mistake. I'll show you. It's ended up stretching as I've stitched, so it's all off kilt. So that's no good, and I now know that that kind of fabric isn't right. As I was stitching, even with my walking foot, I do know that needle cord is really difficult to sew projects. But even with my walking foot, it was just struggling. Trying to keep it in a straight line is really difficult. So that I'm putting that to one side for now. That was the lining that was going to go in it. I'm taking up some trousers for Mike. I've been putting some of this on because I'm going out for drinks, birthday drinks, tomorrow with the girls. So I've been doing some self-tanning. I don't think it's made any difference, but you know. These are for the makeup bags that I wanted to make for my friends, just to put a little bit of something in them. Got a little hand cream. I bought these in bulk so that I could actually just offer them as Christmas gifts. A couple of bars of soap. If they haven't got a bath, they can always just give those to somebody who has, and little lip oils as well. That's my jewellery that I'm wearing tomorrow, or I might be wearing that, not sure. And then, so what I did, because this is a flop, I've made, I'll show you these over here. I've made these. They're not finished. I've still got the zipper gap bit to sew up. That's the bit where you turn it the right way from being inside out. So I've made these two, and I've done some key fob chains to go with them as well that match the lining, little matching tabs. So I've got to sew those. I'll finish those today because I want them done. I have to trim that ready for tomorrow. So that's that bit done. You can probably see better now. I've taken these curtains up. That's the dress that I'm wearing, which you've seen. So I'm wearing that. Oh, I should have said that's an extra large, but it's very comfortable. So I've hung that up, and I've got to press the back of the coat, my coat that I'm wearing with it as well. And then I'm going to be wearing those and that. Before I go out, you will see me all dressed up with my hair done. The only thing I haven't had chance to do was some toner for my hair, but I do need to do my nails. I desperately need to do my nails. So I need to sit, have a little pamper, do my nails. I've got a couple of jobs, admin jobs to do. I'm going to do those now. And yeah. Oh, big job today. Really exciting stuff. I'm cleaning the fridges. Reorganising, cleaning the fridges, getting everything out, all the old stuff. You know, you get far too much food in over Christmas. So yeah, got that to do.
Cheryl got me these for Christmas. LED lights, sensor LED lights. And she thought, quite rightfully, they'd go under these top boxes on this side of the kitchen, because we didn't want to wire in some, you know, under lights under there. They're good, however, there's one under here And as you can see, it doesn't come on if you go near it. However, watch this. So what they do, they come on in the dark, you know, when it's dark, and that's okay, but not for under the cabinets, because obviously you want those on to give you a bit more light, which they do. So here's what we're going to do with them. This is under the stairs, and under the stairs pitch black. So I'm going to put one in there, and of course it's always dark in there, but they are sensor activated, so if something or somebody goes near them, then they light up. So I'm going to fix one in there. So they're off out for their walk. No work for Cheryl this week.
Week off.
Week off, raw. You can see the little people. It is dark, so let's see if I open the door and the light comes on. It's like Schwarzenegger's cat, innit? That's not how you pronounce it, but let's see. There you go. Marvellous. There's a switch there. Looks like it's off. I've no idea what that does. It's a fuse spare. Don't know. Yeah. There's the new electrics we had put in, and you'll notice there's a socket. I'll quickly show you what that's for. The floorboards there, you can see there's an obvious cutout. That's to allow access under the floor. There's about a 4 foot, so just over a metre, space there, crawl space. That's where most of the electrics, plumbing, etc. go under the house. So that socket is useful for contractors who want to, you know, take a lamp or some sort of tools or equipment, plug it in, take it under the floor if you need to. So this is the offending curtain rail. I thought I'd got some good fixings on it, but clearly not at this end. So I'm going to redo it. So there's all my clothing. I have 2 pairs of shoes, and that's everything in that wardrobe and those drawer units. Keep in mind, this is a temporary wardrobe. As you'll know, last year, 2025, we've been renovating this house, our home. So put that in temporary. It'll do for now. Everything's got to come out of there. So going through here, this is where I'm up to. I got to move the bed at a burlesque party. I've got a few of my photos in this room, Scarborough of course. But this entire room needs decorating properly. It worked well when I came out of hospital. It was a good recovery room because we emulsioned it out, sterilised it. We didn't change the carpet because that's quite new. Just gave it a good clean. But it does need decorating. You'll see there's all sorts of holes where different fittings have been over the years. But we'll get it done. So there's the fittings I did last time. Look at this, look. Get your finger in there. Anyway, as fittings, what I'm going to do is put some bigger roll plugs in and thicker screws, because the walls are not that good. The other thing you'll notice is that this curtain rail runs across the top of the window. So behind those drilling holes is the concrete lintel, which is liable to have some metal reinforcement in it. So, yeah, anyway, I'll tell you why this failed. So it failed last time because I was stood on the bed drilling and I could only just reach, plus, you know, stood on the bed, mattresses, and you just can't get a good hold, can you, with your feet? Of course you can't. Well, I've moved everything this time. So I'll drill those out a little bit, put some fresh fittings in. I might even put some liquid nails in there just to hold the fitting in place. It'll take a while to set, but I don't think it's a bad idea. Trying to get this fitting in. Might have to get me impact driver on it. Yeah, so that's the rail fixed back. The real problem here with the bracket that was here was that it's a concrete lintel that you're drilling into, but well, I'm saying that it also has a steel mesh over it. So when I put the road plug in, the mesh kept pushing the road plug out of the way. Anyway, it's done. It cannot fall off. Got another bracket to take out there, which we'll do while we're here. So the next thing is to put the bed back. And I don't want the headboard at this end. Well, I do, but the bed's too long, of course, because of all of that. So we'll put the bed back on this wall, and then we'll have a look at what we might do. But first, got to hoover up, haven't we? Hoover. Right. So, right. We want to make the most of each room because we've only got 3 bedrooms. And what happens is this becomes the bedroom where, or the spare room, where everything gets thrown in, doesn't it? And it's difficult to keep it tidy. But I had some ideas. And I thought, well, I'm chatting them through a show, I'd put it on camera.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, this bed is going to go here. It'll lay down, go here and there. And what I want to do is put the headboard here, which obviously isn't good because you've got this big gap here. This here is the slope of the stairs, and it's useless, this area, isn't it? And so I did have an idea that I would shelve this, and if the bed was over there, then at least you could get to this shelving. And I thought, well, that's not a bad idea, but the problem with the bed over there where it was, curtains, clean windows, it's not a very good fit, and also the only power point in here is there, isn't it? Yeah. And when that bed's in place, that power point's completely covered, can't get to it. So somehow we've got to figure things a little bit better. And what I'm really doing is going through each room and trying to do a fix. So, because the house is renovated now, all we've got left to do is decorate. And what I don't want to do is to say, okay, I'll do that, and then we'll go back to it again and do it properly. Because we've done that fair bit, haven't we? Yeah. And what we can do now, and people did mention it, we can now finish the house room by room. Yeah. So that we're not, the house is now as it should be, just want to decorate and finish it. So over here, what I thought was, if the bed goes this way, what I was planning to do was to put a board here, and that board, and that board, right. And carry it off, which is across there. So that you get to there, you can't, reach over, yeah, I mean, it's the bed. Yeah. So it'll fit better. And if it's this height, That means you've got storage under your bed then
Yeah.
for plastic boxes,
Yeah, that makes sense.
bedding, that sort of thing. So I would personally, I would go that route. I'd buy some timber, build a frame, put the legs on it, and then get a single mattress. Well, get a board, single mattress, job done. Right, this morning is Friday the 2nd. I've got to get tidied up. Ooh, bright sunshine. Get all these Christmas lights down, get the tree put away. A fair bit of lighting, but yeah, it is very cold today. But with a bit of snow expected later. Are you cold? I bet you are. Anyway, get everything put away. Now all the Christmas stuff, that's going to go in my shed next door. Because you can see all this timber on the floor. Boop. I'm going to make a bed. Don't know when I'll do it. I think it'll be this week coming. But I want to get my garage or workshop sorted. So I've got some room. First thing I want to do, which I'm going to do in a second, is unplug all them sockets. I know, don't judge. Bad. So you know, when you get up in the morning, you think to yourself, yep, gotta make the bed some point today. Well, today, I'm gonna make a bed. So I got some timbers. I'm just gonna make what I would call a ladder frame today. Just get the pieces cut if I can. The only thing I would say is, my goodness, it's cold. We've actually got a frost. It's very bright though. But yeah, we've got a frost this morning. But it is nice. Got all the Christmas stuff put away. That's going in the recycle bin, but it's got a mesh circle on it. One thing I must do is I've got a tap down there, and I must insulate that before, we get to like -5 really. Anyway, beautiful day. Gonna mark out the bed first. One thing, if you attempt this, and why wouldn't you? I mean, you can buy a divan bed base for, let's say £100 UK. Or you can make one for £100. I'm going to spend a bit less than that. But one thing you should note is that there are two sizes of mattress. I didn't know that. There is one at 6'3", and there is one at 6'6". The 6'6" is Europe, taller. They're taller in Europe. I know they are in Denmark. Anyway, so I'm going to go for the 6'3". Yeah, all right, I'll have a go. One thing you can do, if you're troubled by your tape at one end and you at the other end, and if like me you've got a trailer, just put a clamp on your tape, or sellotape it, because you want your cuts somewhat like. So that's what I do. So I've measured it at 6'3", and I only need 2 of these. So I chose the two longest pieces of timber carefully. I went through all of those. Most of them have got a slight twist or a slight bow in them. So the two longest lengths are the straightest I could find. Also, look at that for a knot. It's huge. So the good news is that offcut is useless. I will cut that up for firewood. But the rest of that length of timber is good. You know, it's also, I've got a clamp at this end. That's just to hold it because I don't have a support at that end. I must make a couple. Anyway, next cut. So I've laid this out. There you go. So 3 supports in the middle, 2 at the end. I've laid that end bit off because it's easier to mark. If I draw a line, I've got the exact width of the timber that I need, and I only need 2 of them. Right, so far so good. Gosh, it's cold. So there it is. So what I'm going to do is put 2 screws per fixing, pilot drill it first. I've got some 3-inch screws, and I will also gosh, I've forgotten what it's called. It's that cold. Anyway, you'll see. What's it called? I'm also going to countersink each of them, each of the screws. Once I've got it all fastened together and I run my sander over it, get everywhere nice and smooth, I bought a big pack of screws for myself for Christmas, and they're going to do this job just great because I've got small, I got 3-inch, 1.5 etc, and everywhere where I've got a batten or a support, I'm going to need to put a bracket, a metal bracket. Oh, I've come indoors, it's too cold. I have got a heater that I could use in the garage, but to be honest, it's going to be little use, and you know, it's just not going to get the temperature anything like so I can work comfortably. Anyway, Cheryl's upstairs drying her hair, so she won't know. I'll be down here in the kitchen putting this, what is basically a ladder frame, together. Okay. There. So like many DIYers, the flattest, biggest areas I have to work on is the floor. And I know I'm only screwing these joints together, you know. Have I got the tools to do any sort of joints, you know, whatever they might be? Yeah. Have I got the skills? No. So this is what I'm doing. So you'll notice that I drilled first all the way through, and then put the countersink in so that the actual head of the screw disappears into the timber. Because with it being a bed frame, what you don't want is any sharp areas. So I'm going to do all the way around, one screw in each of the fixings first, then I will square this, what is basically a ladder frame, square it up, and then I'll put the second lots of screws in. So I'll get on with that now. So you'll notice I have this, which is impact driver, and of course this one, which is a drill. I could have put the screwdriver bit on there, but because I've got the two, I can use the two. I'm going to also go get my second battery, then I can use them together. Right, let me whip round these. Take me about half an hour, but for you, well, be in the next clip. Yeah. So I thought I'd show you this. I'm just putting a fixing into here. I'm doing it on a nice flat surface. So I've drilled it. I'm about to pilot drill, which I'll do that now. Sorry, not pallet, drill, countersink. But did you notice something? That there, can you see how I've got the drill resting on the floor? Yep, let me show you this. So you can offer your screw in. And then when you come to get either the drill or if you've got an impact driver or something, you'll see this, look. The drill is also resting on the floor. And the reason for me for that is that I have this trimmer. So I don't have to hold the drill in mid-air. I can leave it planted on the floor. You see? Otherwise, I'd be like this. As it is, it's on the floor. I just thought I'd show you that. So this is now all put together. One screw wherever there's fixing, you know. So I'm going to turn it over. Now you might think, well, just, you know, drill your holes, put your screws in where it is. But as I say, I can't hold the drill off the floor. So if I spin it over, I've got the floor to rest the drill on again. Right, I'll do that bit. Oh, it is square. Me and Cheryl have measured it and it is square. Isn't it?
It's square.
Square.
Rectangularly. Let's go see Daddy.
Hello. Look what Daddy's got.
Come on, Willow, let's put this collar on you.
It's cold out there.
Right, how's it going?
Good. So here, look, show you. While you're here, I'll just move my handbag. So I've got these really heavy duty corner brackets, which I only need 4, which is a good job because I only got 4. And where I'm going to put these is in these corners like that.
Yeah.
The middle braces are fine. Bit of belt and braces. That's all. So put the rest of the screws in, put the corner brackets in, and then decide whether, well, I will take this upstairs out of the way, because if I leave it in the garage, it's just going to go damp.
Yeah.
So, and I'll probably make the legs for it, but leave them off for now. I can attach them upstairs. First thing, I've got to see if this fits in that gap, and I'm not sure. Shall we go and have a look?
Let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look, Willow.
Oh.
Shall we go check? Come on then.
Well, door's open. Well, slight change of plan on this 3/4 bed. It is like new, but people are not bothered about buying it.
No.
So we've donated it, British Art Foundation. They're coming on the 12th of January.
Yeah.
Collect it, send it in. Jobs are good, and make a donation. And then, okay, we might have got £50, £30. The hassle you have on Facebook Marketplace. So I had somebody interested in the bed, right?
Yeah.
Through Messenger. Have you still got the bed? Yeah. What condition is it in? As new. Good. When can I come for it? When you're ready, today or tomorrow, I said. But not after 7. And I said, if you're not here by tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon, then I'll have to let the bed go, you know. Okay. He said, will you take £5 off? So I said, no, why? He said, because I'm coming on the bus. So I said, that's fine. How are you going to get the bed home? He said, well, yeah, I'll probably have to hire a van. Probably a van. I mean, you might have a mate with a car and it'll take 3 trips, but anyway. I said, turn up, pay me the £50. I'll hold it for you for a couple of days. Otherwise, I'm going to have to let it go to somebody who can pick it up, because I wanted it out of the way, didn't we? Anyway, he never got back to me. Facebook Marketplace, be very careful.
Yeah.
You know. Right, let's see what this is. 36-inch. That have loads here. Look at that.
Loads of room.
So, this is what I was saying on the last video, but I will show you. You're going to need to... that gap there, look, is 16 inches. 16 inch. So the bed that I'm making will go in the corner right up against this. And more or less this will become the headboard, which means that at the end there, we'll have that space. So it's about 12 inches over there, plus the 16 here. That's 28 inch. Is it? It's a lot. So it can move right up. We'll gain space at that end. That's the headboard. Job's a good one. The only other thing you might notice is that this here, so there, the end of that carpet there, is at a certain height, which I'm guessing, and I can only guess at the minute, but that looks to be about 14 inch, which means that the legs on the bed will have to be well, 14-inch, really. So that the bed will be off the floor 14-inch. That's quite high for a bed.
Right.
Plus a mattress. But it's okay. It's not used very often. The good news about that is that storage boxes, we can get 12-inch storage boxes.
Yeah, to go underneath.
To go underneath it. And what I did think was I would make the bed. What I was going to do was fit a batten to that wall and maybe one across there. But I thought, no, because if we want to decorate, you can't move the bed without unfastening it off the wall. Hoovering under it or whatever, you know. So no, I'm making the bed as a standalone bed. So it can be picked up, moved out or whatever.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, I'll show you as I get it done. I won't get it finished on this video because I need a top for the bed, and to put the bed in the corner and get the legs right and everything, I need rid of this. But yeah, it looked good, won't it?
It will. Very clever.
Well, right.
I'm getting ready to go out and meet my friends. So, as I've mentioned, I'm wearing that and my coat. And I was going to wear these with the handbag. I'm still going to use the handbag, but it's freezing. And Mike said, just either get a taxi, which I don't want to do because I decided I'm taking Willow with me because another one's taking Purdy. They're Podenca, Spanish Podenca dog. She's lovely, Purdy. So I'm going to take Willow. And I don't want to be walking really in the cold, in those, to the pub. It's not far, but even so. So I'm just going to put boots on. It's not like it's a big posh do. I think I'm the only one who's getting dressed up, to be honest. But yeah, what are you doing? You're getting your toy. You're going to come with Mummy. We'll put your best coat on, nice and warm. So yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm going out. Out. There we are. Just a little bit of sparkle there. I haven't put my earrings in yet, but there you are, I'm ready. So it's just my normal boots. I need a haircut. So I'm off. I'm going out. Can't believe it. I don't get out very often. I wanted to just go early because I like to make sure that Willow goes to toilet before we go in anywhere. So I'll do a little walk with her as normal and let her do her business before we go. I've just put a little bit of sparkle on. I've not really done my nails much, I just tidied them up. I ain't had time, but never mind.
So that's the frame done for now. I was going to take it upstairs to keep it, you know, out the cold and wet at the garage, but I've got to sand it, I've got to fill it, I've got to cut these corners off, just take a chamfer off them so we don't have a sharp edge. So I'm going to put it in the garage, get on with it again tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. So you're not going to see the end of this, me making the bed, on this video. Next week, fingers crossed, I'll have it done. And we'll have the mattress ordered and the bed in. Okay. So Cheryl's gone out with friends for a little birthday bite to eat and a few drinks. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so she'll be home at about 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock. She's taking Willow because her friends, they're dog walking friends, they've taken their dogs. So that's nice. It'll be nice for her. It's nice for her to get dressed up. You know, she's either working or helping me with the the house, you know, getting it renovated. So, yeah, anyway, that's good. Right, we'll see you next week. In the meantime, take care. I think I said Tim. In the meantime, take care. And we'll see you next Sunday, if not before. Bye for now. Scooby-Dooby, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.